Not caring is like a superpower. It's one of the hardest things someone can learn, but when you learn it, everything becomes so much easier and you are truly able to take control of your own life. Hey beautiful, my name is Bella and I'm so happy you're here today. I want to talk today about something which I just believe makes such a difference in anyone's life, which is the power to not care. Fact is, people are mean and hate culture is every single day being more and more normalized to a point in which we see it everywhere in the internet, and that it's become so common in the internet. It has translated for people being even more hateful in person. And when you are affected by these people and when they see that they are able to get to you, then it all becomes so much worse, because then they will do it even more because their objective, which is to make you sad, is achieved. And it's going to be even worse for you because it's going to start consuming everything in your life. It's going to become the main point of your life and you will never be able to forget it. You will always think back to the moment in which that person or what they said or what they did made you so sad. And it's gonna be with you in all the things that you do. So how do we combat that? You learn how not to care. You learn how not to allow what other people do and what other people say get to you. You stop allowing their words and their actions to live in your head, to live rent-free in your head. You get to a point in which no matter what anyone says and no matter what anyone does, you don't get sad about it. The only person who can choose what affects you is yourself. That's the first point on learning how to not care, is to learn how much power you have over your own mind, and how if you don't know about that power, then you could be so damaging to yourself. Our thoughts, they are so important, because what we tell ourselves, what we tell our brain is what it believes. We are the ones who choose what we think, and sometimes when we're not conscious of that, we allow what other people say or do to mold what we think. So when you learn that you have that power, everything changes, because then you are going to be talking to yourself constantly and you're going to be telling your mind that what that person says or what that person does cannot affect you unless you allow it to affect you. And that is a fact, because we are the ones who control our mind. No one else can do that. You have no control over anything except yourself. You can control what you think, you can control what you do, and you can control what you say. So then let's say someone did something very bad for you and they betrayed you, or they were unloyal to you in a way you would never have expected. You can choose to not allow that to take up space on your mind. If you tell your mind that if that person did that, then the reason for that is because they were not meant to be. They were not meant to be your friend. They were not meant to be in your life. And you will start to become grateful for even the things that go wrong, because I'm so glad that they revealed themselves now other than later. I'm glad that I got the chance to learn that they were not going to be good people in my life. And I have actually been freed of that person, which probably was just throwing so much negative energy into me and into my life. So I'm actually free of them. This is a thought process that is not natural. It's something that you have to learn. You have to learn how to tell yourself. So for example, let's say your best friend just doesn't talk to you anymore out of nowhere, and they are now best friends with someone else. Instead of allowing that to make you very sad, instead of caring, you will tell your mind a different narrative. You will tell your mind that she was never your best friend, because if she had been your best friend, then she would have not done that. So actually, I'm happy she's not my best friend anymore, because now there is space for someone even better to come. It's all about shaping the actions and the words of others. into being the narrative that you want to tell yourself. Your brain will believe what you tell yourself. So shape whatever is happening in your life to be whatever you want it to be. When something bad happens, then you can totally allow yourself to feel those emotions. You need to give yourself time to process. You need to give yourself time to feel whatever you need to feel. If you want to cry, if you want to be sad, if you want to be angry, process those emotions. Stay alone with yourself and allow your mind to just think through it all and process through it all instead of just shoving it down, because that is just so unhealthy for you. But after your mind processed what happened, then let it go. Don't give it space in your mind. Don't make space for those thoughts to keep on coming back. You just need to think through it, process them, and then let them go. Like, keep them away. And if you feel yourself thinking back to the bad thing that happened, then tell your mind to just think of something else. Force yourself to think of something else, because this way you will train your mind to let it go, to officially not think about it anymore, not create space for that obsessive thought anymore. And you will soon see that when you don't keep on bringing it up on your mind, then you will eventually your mind won't even try to bring it back anymore. It will just simply let it go. And that's what we want to achieve. We want those feelings and whatever bad things happen to not take up all of your thoughts and all your day and all your time. You simply want to not care. You want to allow them to be. And then when you do this enough times, it's kind of like a muscle in which it will become so much easier, and you will become so much stronger at it, and it will become so much more automatic. And that's the point in which we want to get. We want to turn it into something automatic. I started doing this when I was very, very young, and I just realized that I could tell my mind what to think, that I could tell it what to make out of a situation. And it was all about the way that I saw the situation, not about how it is in fact, but how I told my mind that it was. And so when I did that, everything became so much easier, and it started becoming something automatic, in which now my friends are like, Bella, how can you not care about what that person did? And I was like, I truly tell them that I didn't even really think about it. Like, it didn't stay with me. It wasn't something that consumed my mind space, because I simply did not care. My mind was trained so I wouldn't care. So whatever anyone else is doing doesn't affect me, because what affects me is what I'm doing. I'm the only person that can let myself down, not because I don't have expectations in other people, but because I know I cannot control other people, and I know that whatever happens is gonna happen for the best for me. There is also great power in realizing that you thinking about it is not gonna solve it. You keep on crying about it, you keep on getting angry over it. It's not going to change anything. It's not going to change the circumstances, and it's especially not going to change the past. The only thing that's going to do is to tell your own mind that this is a huge deal, and that we should keep on thinking about it, and that we should keep on obsessing over it, and we should keep on having all of these negative feelings because it has become something so big in your life. And that is the opposite of what we want. There is great peace in knowing that whatever happens is because it was meant to happen, and that everything works for the good, and that if I'm giving my best, then everything is gonna work out. No matter what happens, it's gonna work out, and that no one's opinions can get to me. And I know that seems very hard to do, to not care about others' opinions, but I can guarantee to you that if you do it enough times, if you train yourself to actually not care about other people's opinions, then eventually you will not care. Because your mind, it's truly so impressive that it can do anything. It can do the most amazing things. And we have that power. We have the power to do with our mind whatever it is that we want to do. So if I want to make my mind a place in which whatever are the bad thoughts, they are not allowed, in which I can just kick out the bad thoughts and keep in the ones that make me happy, the ones that make me motivated, the ones that make me want to become a better person, then I can do that. I can train my mind to do that. And when I do that, then I will realize that others' opinions, they will usually fall on the bad area. They will usually fall on the area in which make you sad. So if I know this and I'm conscious of this, then why would I want to allow what other people do affect me negatively? And when you start doing this and you start training yourself, and it is a process, it is going to take time, but if you keep on doing it, then you will see how much happier you will be, because what other people do or what they say, it won't consume you. It won't become this big part of your life which you cannot control. You will train yourself to only allow the things that positively affect you to take up your mind space. So I really hope it works out for you. I really hope that I was able to help you. And subscribe so you can keep on supporting my work. I love you all so much. Bye.